All right, over to you, Michael.
Well, a hearty welcome to all Rotarians and guests to this RCN third meeting for the month of November. I trust everybody's having a blessed day as we are going through some seasonal weather changes, enjoying the cooler temperatures as we approach the end of the year, 2021. I want to thank you all for the attendance today, and I look forward to speaker and her presentation today. All right, is Dana online? Turning it back over to you, Dana, our moderator.
Thank you, President Michael. All right, we'll now have our invocation by Rotarian Dr. Crystal Rose.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray. Lord, we come to you this hour asking for your blessings and help. As we are gathered today, we pray for guidance in the matters at hand and ask that you would clearly show us how to conduct our work with a spirit of joy and enthusiasm. Give us the desire to find ways to excel in our work. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask that we would challenge each other to reach higher and further to be the best we can. We ask this in your name, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Roll. We'll now have our loyal toast by Rotarian Alondra Russell.
Good afternoon. Rotarians and guests, join me in a toast to the Queen and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
To the Queen and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you, Rotarian Alondra. And now we will have our welcome, introduction of visiting Rotarians and non-Rotarian guests, and any apology by our Sergeant at Arms, Rotarian Wayne Miller. Rotarian Wayne. Are you here?
Hello. Hi,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
We can hear you, Wayne.
Sounds like Wayne maybe has some technical difficulties.
Yeah, it sounds like that. Sounds like that. So I guess if you don't mind, I'll step in, Dana.
No problem, no problem. Thank you,
All
Chantal.
right. So welcome to our RCN and our weekly meeting. As President Michael has said, this is our third meeting for the month of November. So thank you for joining us. Do we have any visiting Rotarians with us today? If you do so, can you please introduce yourself? Derek Smith, are you a visiting Rotarian?
Apologies, yes. Derek Smith, Rotary Club of Walford, District Chair
Okay.
of Rotary Men's Business.
Okay, welcome. Good to see you. Any other visiting Rotarians? I don't see any others. Okay. Do we have any guests of RCN members here today?
Yes, this is Tamika. I'm here in the place and I'm happy to be a guest here today. But even more so, I'm excited to introduce my guest, Mrs. Gabrielle McKenzie. She is interested in Rotary in general, and I hope that our club wows her that we are the club of choice. And so let's welcome Gabrielle McKenzie to our meeting today.
All right, Gabrielle, say hello.
Hi, good afternoon, all. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you, Tamika, for allowing me to be your guest today.
All right, welcome, welcome. Dr. Anita, you had mentioned that you would have some guests today. Are they logged in yet? Did we lose Anita?
Sound like Doc left.
Ah, well, okay. All right, so it looks like that might be it then for our guest of Rotarians. Now, unfortunately, I do not have any jokes, so I cannot help you with that end. So, but are there any apologies from any RCN members for today's meeting? Okay, well, if there are none, Dana, I will turn it back over to you then.
Thank you. We'll now have our remarks and announcements by our president, President Michael Wilson.
All right, good day again, everyone. We had our monthly board meeting yesterday, and that followed the RCOB board's meeting last Monday. Coming out of our meeting, I think one of the most important points coming out of the meeting last evening, the board has decided to award 100 points to the 13 members of the Cat Island Satellite Club. This will allow them to be in good standing with the Rotary Foundation and reestablish our position as a sustaining membership club. As announced last week, it's virtually confirmed now. We will be having the Rotary Gala on November 30th. We've put forward 3 club members for nominees and 1 person from the community in general for the Paul Harris Fellowship Award. So stay tuned and be in attendance on the 30th. Plans are progressing, and we've gotten the charter for the entire club at Ellen Coakley in Exuma, the high school. And we have received their certificate of organization. The RCOB website kicked off officially just over a week ago, and everybody is feel free to visit the site. And it's not fully developed as yet, but we are getting there. The painting project in Cat Island, that's confirmed for the weekend, final weekend this month, November. Still looking for some additional volunteers for a trip up there from the Wednesday to the following Monday. And we are gonna tackle the first residence up there in T-Bay, Mr. Turner's house. Hopefully we'll get that knocked out over a 3-4 day period. That's essentially it. Turn it back over to you. Oh, one other thing. We still have the White Ribbon Day coming up on November 29th. And I think we'll be having a presentation for the club next Tuesday on this event. Turn it back over to you, Dana. Move on in the program.
Thank you, President Michael. We'll now have our secretary's report by Secretary Shanta Nesbitt.
All right, hello again to all. So for my secretary's update, just want to remind everyone that the foundation committee, they are asking all of the members to actually go through the foundation basics training. As you complete the training, you will be given a certificate. So if you can please share that certificate with either myself or Catherine Russell, who is the chairperson for the foundation committee. So we'll appreciate it if you do that, to assist the foundation committee, as November is foundation month. We are still being asked to assist with the vaccine rollout. RCN has unofficially adopted the fish fry on Saturdays and Sundays. So you'll notice that, I keep pushing for those days for us to actually be out on Friday or Saturday. So thank you so much for those who've been volunteering, but we do want to continue with that until we get, as many people vaccinated in Nassau, especially, but in the Bahamas overall. So you'll be hearing from me again shortly so that we can get the slots filled for this weekend as well. Also starting this weekend, the Salvation Army They actually, with the bell ringing, we assisted with this last year. They've asked RCN to assist at the Super Value Top of the Hill Mackey Street location. This would be on Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. starting from this weekend, which is November 20th, and it will continue on for a month up until December 18th. So I will be sending out the roster for at the end of probably today, later on this evening, so that persons can sign up for the time slots. We will have 2 hours time slots so that you can book your time slot for which weekend you will be available to assist with the bell ringing. Falia, is Falia on? Because Falia wanted to, she had some information she wanted to bring forth from the Wellness Committee. I guess she's not on. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Okay, so one of our Rotarians, Ebony Thompson, she's actually the chairperson for the New Generations Committee. She's actually been hospitalized for almost a week now. She has to be airlifted to actually have surgery to correct the ailment. The person, she had an aneurysm. So her family has actually set up a GoFundMe. They're basically asking for donations. So as members of the club, we're reaching out and asking if you could assist with this. We will post the information in the chat, and we will appreciate any assistance that you can give. And of course, continue to keep her in prayer. Like I said, she has been in the hospital now for about, I think it's 5 or 6 days now. She can text, so if you want to reach out to her via text, you can find out how she's doing and keep her spirits up. But unfortunately, she's not able to actually have a verbal conversation right now, but she can text. Okay, so that's from the Wellness Committee. We just want to keep Ebony in prayer, and then like I said, I'll post the information about how you can assist her with her medical funds, as she has, like I said, she has to be airlifted to have the surgery done. Okay, thank you.
Now we will have the treasurer's report by Treasurer Sandra Laverne Walker. There?
It doesn't appear that Sandra's on call just. So maybe we.
Let's do the membership report by Rotarian Lizette McKinney.
All right. I tell you, I'm not as beautiful as Lizette, but I surely could stand in for her. Hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? This is your boy, Rotarian Keno McCartney, the buddy guy. I'm the buddy guy. Today, we're going to be talking about some wonderful members today. Of course, we have some birthday celebrants who are on today. And first, we're going to start out with those persons who are having anniversaries. And we're so happy. Jamal, are you there? Jamal, are you on today? Jamal, Jamal's picture is up. Come on, let's wish Jamal 18 years of serving his community, serving as a Rotarian. Come on, let's see some hand claps. Jamal Davis, we celebrate you today. Come on, some hand claps. I'm ahead of hand claps. I not only see it, but Jamal, we celebrate you for serving your community, your fellow man, and your fellow Rotarian. So thank you for serving and continue to serve, my brother. And of course,
thank you, sir.
Birthdays today. Don't worry, Dwayne, I have something for you. I come to you in a minute.
All right.
Jamal, I have something for you. I come to you in a minute. So guess what? We have 3 special persons who are celebrating their birthdays. Look at my girl, Rotarian Dana. Dana. Come on, let's celebrate with Dana. We're going to celebrate with Ebony Thompson. And we're going to celebrate with those persons who are having birthdays today. Let's get our birthday song together. I'm pretty sure I saw Dana.
Sure.
Dana. Did I say it right? It's
Dana.
Dana. Come on, let's have our birthday song ready to go. Cue it up. Come on, don't show that screen yet. Let's get the birthday song. If we could get that ready, let's get that rolling.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. My birthday, come again, my birthday, come again, my birthday, come again. How old am I now? My birthday, come again, my birthday, come again, my birthday, come again. So I can party all night.
Listen, man, I just love that birthday song. We celebrate with all of you. Now, listen, that cupcake is just a representation of a cake that I'm expecting a cake from each one of y'all, a slice of cake. Now, which one of y'all can I get the cake from? Well, one of y'all, please make sure I get my cake sometime this week. Today, we are going to do something different. As you know, over the last several months, we've been doing our buddy program. We're getting to know each other, and that's been going very well. I hope you have been connecting with your buddy. For the next couple minutes, I want to do something new. I've called this, or the membership committee has called this the Buddies Popcorn. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look through the chat. I'm going to select 3 persons, and I hope you've been in contact with your buddy, because if you have, I have a little surprise for you. If you have been in contact with your buddy, to say something about your buddy. So guess what? My good friend Jamal, we're starting off with you. Have you been in contact with your buddy, and can you say something about your buddy? Like put you just a popcorn.
Oh yes, we have been, Samita and I have been in touch. Regrettably, I think our schedules was a bit challenging for both of us, and we're supposed to have a meet at Starbucks pretty soon. But I can say this about Samita, that she is a keen Rotarian, ready to give back, and I'm so happy that she's my buddy.
All right. Well, you passed the test today. I have something for you. Crystal Roll. Crystal, are you on? Crystal Roll, you've been selected in the Buddy Popcorn. Are you ready to talk about your buddy? Are you there, Crystal? Well, Crystal is not there. Let's go to the next person. Another popcorn buddy who I'm randomly, let me see. Anita. Dr. Anita Brown Dean, you've been selected to talk about your buddy. Who is your buddy? And what can you say about your buddy? Dr. Anita Brown Dean, are you there? Doc isn't there. Well, let's go right on. I have another person who's been selected for their buddy popcorn, Dwayne Swaby. Dwayne, are you there? Are you here in here, Dwayne? Dwayne is not here. Well, then we're going to go to L. Laverne Major. Laverne Major, are you here? Laverne Major, are you in, Laverne? Well, listen, it's so very important for you to get in contact with your buddy. I have one more person I'm going to choose. One more choice. So let's see, who am I going to choose in here? One more person. And this tells us that we need to get in contact with our buddies. Get in contact with your buddy, touch base with them, and let them know how much you appreciate them, and also find out some information about them. I'm going to get one more person I'm going to choose, and is May Penn. May, are you in? May Penn.
Yeah, yes, good afternoon. I'm here, but I actually don't have a buddy. I'm sorry for now.
You don't have a buddy for now? Okay,
No,
we're gonna make sure that you have a buddy. But listen, for those persons who, and guess what, Jamal, you came through in a big way. So Jamal, for you and your buddy who's gonna go to Starbucks.
I don't think any of the members, Cat Island has buddies as yet.
That's the Cat Island. Listen, Cat Island, first we want to congratulate you all for doing such a great job for being a satellite club. Wonderful being recognized as one of the small clubs. We want to recognize you for that. And guess what? You are going to be included in the next round of the buddies. So get ready for that. Get ready for that. And I want to say to Jamal, you came through in a big way. So guess what I have for you, Jamal? Bang. I have you some Starbucks tickets for you that you could go ahead and take you and your buddy to Starbucks. It's on the membership committee, so you don't have to worry about paying anything. We're going to make sure that you and Samita get Starbucks that you all can enjoy. Is that okay with you, sir? All right, so we're gonna go on. Thank you so much. I'm gonna encourage you, please get in contact with your buddy, find out a little about them so that who knows, you might be the person who's gonna be chosen to share about your buddy. And the final thing from the membership committee, we're gonna ask you as you reach out to your buddy between now and Christmas, the week before Christmas, we're gonna ask you to choose a gift, a nice little appreciation gift between $0 and $20. The maximum is $20. And we're gonna ask you to give them or share something with them with a maximum of $20. So you're gonna be hearing more about this. Those of you who have buddies, go ahead and show your appreciation to them by giving them something during this wonderful Yuletide and Christmas season over the next several weeks, up until the first week or the last week just before Christmas. We're gonna ask you to present them a nice little gift. Well, thank you so much for our buddy and a membership spotlight. Have a wonderful rest of the day, everybody.
Hey, Keno, I might add, we are having a Christmas social. I think tentatively it's scheduled for December 14th.
Okay, great.
Probably on the balcony at proposed meeting place at the Yacht Sailing Club. So that may be a good venue when we can exchange these gifts.
Mr. President, I absolutely agree with you. Let's do it on the 14th, and everybody bring their gift at that time to exchange with their buddy. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that'll be an evening meeting. It'll be substituting for a Tuesday afternoon meeting, eh?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Terry and Keno. We'll now have our treasurer's report by Treasurer Sandra Laverne Walker.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
I am just in a call and yes, a call for me. I'm sorry. Hold 1 second. Hi, thank you for your patience. So today's report is quite focusing on the persons that are delinquent, for lack of a better choice of words. We have less than 10 persons that have paid nothing to date. And it's not a matter of being of the why anymore. It's a matter of when and how and what we can do to assist you, because our deadlines are coming up where we have to pay for you. So we need to know the way forward if you want to continue with our mission of serving together, because it's time now for us to pay Rotary International. So before we make that commitment, we'd want to hear from you. And if it's a situation where we need to work with you to see how much you can pay, then that would be appreciated. So you would have gotten statements on your from your Club Runner Systemic emails advising you of the full balances that are owed. I'd like you to take that seriously and pay attention to it and reach out to me to let me know what we can do to facilitate our journey, our continued journey together. As I thank everyone else other than the less than 10 persons for their cooperation thus far, so that we can go on with that, because the deadline is coming up for us to have to pay for you. And I'm hoping that you empathize and not put our club in the position where we pay and you're not committed to the journey forward. So with that, I would end with the positive, of course, of saying thank you all who have paid so far, and we move forward together. And that's me for the treasurer's report.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And now we will have the introduction of our speaker.
Before we head over to the introduction of the speaker, just 1 minute, as the speaker just needs a few more minutes to get situated. So can we turn it over to Wayne, if he's on the call, to welcome those who weren't welcomed before?
Hi, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Terry and Nadia. I hope and trust everybody on the call has felt welcome. Welcome, I mean, we had such a good inspirational moment thus far, moving through with all of our presenters so far. So I trust and hope that you're feeling good and everything is going to be excellent as we move forward. Of course, we had Chantel, Rotarian Chantel, introducing Rotarians, visiting Rotarians and non-Rotarian guests. I don't know if anyone has joined since, because we just had 1 or 2 visitors, but do we have any more visitors that have joined us since? Any more visitors in the chat room at this time?
Yeah, I see Dr. Deanna Bain has joined.
Okay, let's hear it up for Dr. Bain. Hi, Dr. Bain.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Good, I'm doing excellent. And you are the guest of who now?
Dr. Dean.
Okay, good. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay, so we are happy to have you. We trust and pray that this is not your last time. And we hope that you'll be so inspired to visit us again, okay? And once you visit us again, by the third time, we own you. And so we expect for you then to register and become a member of this very exciting and fast moving club and growing club here in the Bahamas. Okay, so we thank you so much. Do we have anyone else? Okay, no one else. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my video now so that everyone can see. And this is the time for the moment of truth when we display our little symbol here. We display our little symbol here, and that's our pin. And so I trust and hope that all of you have your pins on. I displayed mine. And if you haven't, could you please put your hands up? Don't be too shy, don't be bashful. We like those hands. Raise your hands, members of the Rotary Club of Nassau. If you don't have your pin on, so that our dear lovely Rotarian Sandra, and you heard her making a plea. So we need as much funds as we can to continue to have a successful Rotary year moving forward. So if you don't have your pin on, please raise your hand, and Rotarian Sandra will be more than happy to send you a love packet. She has a love packet already wrapped, pre-wrapped for you, and you can get your Christmas present early. Okay? So those of you who don't have it on, let us know. Let us know. So with that, Nadia, any word yet? Is our guest speaker ready as yet?
I think a few more jokes and then we'll be good to go.
Yes. Hey, Wayne, I see Christopher Edwards has his hand up. I don't know if he wants to say something.
Okay, Chris, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, no, you said to raise your hand if you didn't have your pen on. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Raise physical hand.
Right. Chris, if you don't get your pen on, be bold, man. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I raised my hand. That's the hand I rose. Sorry.
Yeah. So you don't have your pen on, right? So
yes, sir.
You could expect
That's
a love
important
gift.
to be honest like that. I wish, everyone.
Yeah. So Lady Sandra is going to give you a love gift.
All right, thanks. I look forward to it.
So that's what we want. We want the rest of you. If you're not ashamed, if you're not shy that you don't have your pin on, raise your hand. Raise your hand, because this is one of the ways that we intend to raise funds here at the club level. I mean, I don't have any jokes right now, be honest with you. But I'll put it on this. Does anyone have a biting joke or that they need to share with the club? Because I always wanted to do that. I always wanted, for the members to chime in with their jokes, and maybe this is the time I open the floor for others who may have a biting joke that they wish to share with us in the interest of time while we wait for our guest speaker. Anyone else who have a burning joke who might want to share with us?
I don't have a burning joke, but do you pay a fine since you didn't come with a joke today?
Lord, mercy, so the joke is on me.
That's a good joke.
Chantel, you sharp, man. You put that joke on me. So yeah, I honestly I got caught up. I got caught up in some stuff. So yeah, I raised 2 hands. Yeah, I have to pay a fine. Boy, that's a sweet joke.
Rotarian Wayne. Yes. Rotarian Wayne, you could say knock, knock.
Knock,
No, I
knock.
have a knock, knock. Yes, knock, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
No, I'm saying who, I'm saying knock, knock. Come on. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
So I have to say who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you ashamed that you have no joke? I'm so funny.
Find a ball, Joko. I did something at one point. I
Just go
shall
ahead
not
and
let this
pay.
happen again.
Just go ahead and pay.
Yeah, I'll pay him. I'll
Just go
pay
ahead
him.
and pay. That's all. Just
I'll-
pay. Pay the
I'll
lady.
pay him. I'll pay him. You all mashing me hard today, man. You all mashing me really hard today. And so I have the joke is on me. The joke is on me.
Wayne, I have a joke for you. It's here we go.
Wait.
It may be a
I
little
don't believe
stale.
it. I tell you, I don't believe it could have been a better joke than the one on me.
Oh no.
Who's supposed to be bringing the joke?
You ready for this joke, Wayne?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, Nadia.
Okay. It's a little stale. Okay. I can't take my dog to the pond anymore. Ask me why.
Why?
Why?
I'm taking up.
Thank you. Because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. No.
Okay.
Wow. Get it? The joke was a little stale.
Wow. I like
Okay.
Sound like you're getting hot. You're getting hot, Nadia. You're getting hot. You got to keep on going. Keep on going. You're warming up. You're warming up.
I really don't know how you do this every week.
You're warming up. Come on, let's get hot.
Okay, one more then. I spent
Yes.
a lot of time, money, and effort childproofing my house, but the kids still get in.
Oh gosh.
I'm going to support you, man, because I need you to support me when I tell my joke. I gotta laugh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nadia. Pretty good, Nadia. Pretty good. I don't know if 3 times is the luck.
Nadia, are you reading the chat? I think that joke went over very well. Like when you figure it out, I think a lot of people want to know that.
No, I didn't. Oh goodness. Let me know how to keep them out.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't know. Okay. So the last one then. What do sprinters eat before a race? Nobody?
They fast.
Ah, there you go.
Oh, really?
And how has it?
Ah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay.
Well, there you go, Nadia. I think you filled the void. You filled the void and you did well. And that's what we're going to do. And thank you so much for chiming in. And that's what it's all about, eh? For us to chime in, to assist each other. And, you know, hey, make it a fun time. That's what we're all about. We're about fun. We're about inspiring each other. And we're about motivating each other. Okay? So there we go. So next time we want the rest of you to come along and bring a joke. Just in case, just bring a joke. Lighten the moment for us. So Nadia, I'm going to turn it back over to the MC. Rotarian 1, and let's see if we're ready.
Thank you. I needed those laughs on my birthday. All right, now we're going to have the introduction of our speaker by Rotarian Sophia Walker.
Our speaker still needs 3 more minutes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wow.
Any more jokes?
Is there any more that is pertinent that can be shared right now? Chantel?
Well, Keno, do you have the list of the buddies now, since we've had a few persons asking who their buddies?
Yes. I actually was actually about to to type Derica. I was about to let you know who your buddy was. Just typing it. So Derica, your buddy is Christopher Edwards. So Christopher was already on, and he raised his hand. So because he raised his hand, that was a good connection. So Derica Pitt, your buddy is Christopher Edwards. All right. And if there's anyone else who not sure who that buddy is, I think Sheila, your buddy is Latisse Knowles Penn. Latisse is your buddy, Sheila. And Dana, I was looking through my list. So I have to double check your own Dana, who your buddy is. I will confirm with you once I check my other list, who your buddy is. So if you not sure who your buddy is, please hit me up, send me a note so that I can let you know who your buddy is. I tell you, it makes a big difference when you could connect with someone in the club and just find out a little about them. And you could also share your story and your information. And like some persons have said, some people didn't have anything in common until they started to talk and realize they may have something in common, like Starbucks. All right. I think our good friend Patricia over at the Sign Man, her and her buddy found out that they enjoy Starbucks. So I promised to get them a Starbucks voucher the other day. And did I keep my promise, Patricia? Did I keep my promise?
Yes, you did. I'm so
Alright.
appreciative. Thank you. And on behalf of my buddy Raquel, she says the same.
Oh man, and y'all can sit down and have a nice little. I think you like the what is it, a caramel mocha latte? Which one of those you
There
like?
you go. You got it down to science.
That's what it is to have a buddy. You guys can enjoy things together. So listen, find out who your buddy is. As our president said, the 14th of December is where we're gonna look to do some gift exchanges. And like I said, the maximum is $20. So we want you to be creative. Don't bring a broom. I don't want nobody bring a broom. Bring something. Bring something creative. Right, Nadia? Nadia, we want something creative. We are the Rotary Club of Nassau.
I appreciate my spin mop. I mean, I don't know. It makes me feel special. I don't have to touch the water. Wonderful.
So Nadia, you heard whoever her buddy is, you heard what she likes. A nice mop. Is that a joke? Nadia, I can leave that joke on you. A nice mop.
No. I have it already.
Oh, you don't need the mop. So you need a broom to go with the mop.
A self-sweeping broom, sure.
Oh my goodness. There you go. Oh my goodness. So again, contact your buddy, find out who they are. If you're not sure, just send me a quick note and I will make sure that you are connected. Dana, I'm going to make sure, because you're the birthday girl, I'll make sure to find out who your buddy is so you'll be fine. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a fantastic day.
Okay, I think we should be just about ready for our speaker. So can we have Rotarian Sophia Walker introduce the speaker for us, please?
Good afternoon, Rotarians. Our guest speaker today is Lashanta Smith. Lashanta is a digital marketing and HR professional. She currently holds the Senior Certified Professional Designation from the Society for Human Resource Management and is pursuing an MBA with an HR management concentration at Edinburgh Napier University. Lashanta is the owner of Lamoureux Smith, a branding and digital marketing company started in 2015 and has helped over 300 entrepreneurs and nonprofit organizations with branding and digital marketing. She is also an HR consultant and partner of Pineapple Business Consultancy, a risk, compliance, and HR consulting firm. Lashanta has been a member of Rotary since 2016 and has served as membership chair and secretary for the Rotary Club of Old Fort. She is also a Paul Harris and Level 1 member of the Request Society. Rotarian Lashanta shares her life with her husband, past President Derek Smith, and their 4 children. Please welcome Lashanta Smith.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. I am actually a few moments late running from a client meeting. Is anybody else struggling with getting to in-person meetings all of a sudden?
Yes, yes.
Quite the transition. So please bear with me. And I just need the option to share my screen if that's possible, please. So today I'm talking to you about something that I absolutely love to do in my digital marketing role. And I see that the queen of branding, the public image police, is here. So I'm very excited to speak with AR pick Sheila. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about, I would have learned from her. So I want you to make sure that you pay attention, because I'm sure you've heard this before, because she is a veteran. She knows exactly how the Rotary logo is to be used, how the standards are, but we're going to talk a little bit more about, I'm just going to swap over here. Yeah, here we go. We're going to talk about I am the brand, and you are branding for your club's public image. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. So as my bio said, I am a Rotarian, but a little bit more about me. I'm a serial caffeinator. I'm a leopard print lover, so I wear everything leopard print. If you look a little closely, you'll see a tear on my glasses. Fact check me, I'm always wearing something leopard print. I'm a mom of 4, 3 boys, 1 girl. How often do I sleep? Probably maybe 2 hours a night. I don't know how that works. And then I'm a Rotarian of RCOF. A fun fact is I started in Nassau Sunrise and then transitioned over to RCOF. So I've been in Rotary since 2016, a little bit around there. So let's talk about branding a little bit. What is a brand? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to talk about what is a brand. We're going to talk about the Rotary brand and its members. And then we're going to talk about how you can get started with your club's personal brand. So what is a brand? Does anybody know the answer to this question? I wish I had prizes. Anybody want to take a stab at it?
Come on, guys. I've taught you this a number of times.
There we go. Perfect. Sheila, how are you?
So Sheila, remind us, what is a brand?
Yes, I was just about to say that. We're waiting for you to tell us, Sheila.
I am not the speaker.
There you go. Okay, so I'll fill you in here. No worries. So a brand is not tangible. It is not the logo. It's not the business cards. It's not the website. Branding is how you present yourself and how others see you. Ideally, it's what people say about you after you've left the room. So if people were to say Rotary Club of Nassau, what's the next thing they're going to talk about? They're going to say that's that club that's what we're going to fix.
Rotary Club in the Bahamas.
The best Rotary Club in the Bahamas. Nice job, club admin. Nice, nice. So that's what you want people to say about you after you've left the room. So in terms of building your Rotary brand, we know the visual identity, and our pick Sheila can tell you this is something that we live by. We want to make sure that we are representing Rotary's image correctly at all costs, using the right colors, the right fonts, the right imagery, making sure you're wearing your member pin so you know the Rotary brand guidelines. But what about your club's brand guidelines? Are you living up to Rotary Club of Nassau's guidelines? Do you have a guideline? The answer is each one of you is a walking guideline. You are the brand, right? You represent it every single day. Every day you put on the pin, every time we share your face on the social media pages, every time you present or you tell someone I'm a member of Rotary and this is my club, you are representing the brand. So if you want people to have a positive image of what the Rotary Club of Nassau is, you need to be walking and talking, living the brand. And here's how you do that. It's important because a strong visual identity creates consistent brand recognition. So we know some logos are retired. We know that some logos exist in a certain way. So you can't have the old brand. You can't have the circle around the Rotary logo. You can't introvert or, inverse the logo. So you want to make sure that it's done correctly. The same is true with the club's brand. So I want you to think about all of the brand imaging that Rotary sends us from Rotary International. Think about your club. What is your personal brand as we strengthen your club's brand? The first reason why you want to do this is because you get to tell the club story. So personal branding for the club and its members gives the club many ambassadors to share the good work of Rotary. Imagine if we were all on a different platform at the same time, just like I'm presenting, if all 45 of us were speaking in different areas, talking about Rotary, telling the story of Rotary. That's exactly what a club personal branding exercise does. If we're telling the same story, we get to share the good news of Rotary in the same way, and it's consistent, and people can come back and say, Rotary Club of Nassau is the best club in the world. That's what the club admin says. So you want to tell your club story, and branding does that. Another reason why you want to brand your club is you get to build relationships in the name of Rotary. A strong club brand helps you to establish connections inside the organization and outside of the organization. So you get the good name that comes with Rotary, but you also need to do a little bit of work to meet us halfway, right? So as you talk to non-Rotarians, they need to know about your good work, but you're establishing that relationship. So if you agree to meet at a certain time and you don't show up, that's negative in the brand's image. If you agree to commit to some things, to deliver some items, to show up and do community service and you don't, that's not strong. That's not good for the club's image and for the club's brand. So you're building relationships as representatives and as ambassadors in the name of Rotary every single day as members. Last but not least, you get to create a niche. Your club already has signature programs and activities. You already do great work, and people need to know exactly what it is that you do. So building a club brand makes people recognize that this signature item, this signature program, this signature activity is just one of the ways that shows how the Rotary Club of Nassau is the greatest club in the world. So that is why you want to build a strong club brand. You get to tell the club story, you build a great relationship, and you establish a niche. So let's dive in on how to create a brand to strengthen your club. The first thing you want to do is you want to think about ways to impact. What is it that we want to focus on? This is something that the president usually leads at the beginning of the year, and the public image chair along with the board and everyone else, but we can all get on board in this instance. How do we want to impact our community over the course of the next year? Do we want to educate? Do we want to inspire? Do we want to motivate? Do we want to bring awareness? Do we want to provide resources? Think about those things and kind of narrow it down so that your focus is a little bit easier and you know exactly what you're trying to achieve. The next thing you want to do is you want to give your brand focus. So you know exactly how you want to impact, but let's dive right in to the focus of your brand specifically. What does our club want to be known for? Here we have the Rotary Club of Southeast Nassau, as well as Rotaract Club of Southeast Nassau Centennial, and they would have put together member interests, past projects, and partners that they're committed to. So in giving your brand focus, it's bringing in things that the members are already interested in. So maybe there are multiple of pet lovers that were already a part of the organization. Maybe there is the sponsor. So maybe Purina exists as a partner. Maybe they've worked together before in the past. Maybe this is a reoccurring project that they just wanted to amp up a little bit more. So you want to think about that in terms of giving your brand focus. What projects have you worked on in the past that have been super successful, that your members are already interested, and that you can just shine a little bit more light, give a little bit more attention, and kind of double down to make it a signature product or activity. Because again, when we think about Rotary and a pet show, now we're going to think of the Rotary Club of Southeast Nassau. So you want to give your brand focus. Then you want to find your tribe. Shameless plug. I want you to make sure that you get the World's Greatest Donut. It's happening now between November 1st and 30th. Any purchase from any Dunkin' location, part proceeds will be donated to the Rotary Foundation. But when you think about finding your tribe, this is something that Wolford did. We thought about the demographic that we have. Our group, millennials, baby boomers, we're really interested in coffee. We really like coffee. So we had the World's Greatest Coffee. We had the World's Greatest Donut. And we thought about who is the biggest, some of the biggest coffee distributors right now, who's selling most retailers, who's selling the most coffee at this time. And there are only two names that come up, Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. So we wanted something that's cost effective, that everyone can chime in, and that they feel like they're a part of the Rotary Foundation. This is how you find your tribe. Think about the demographic that you're trying to reach with your service projects and the ways that you want to impact. Connect the two. Then think about how your audience can easily get on board. So when you think about branding yourself, you go into Dunkin' Donuts and you see a Rotary donut. Don't you feel involved? Don't you feel like you're seen and represented? So think about how you can marry those two by including your demographic and the audience, and how they can get involved as well. So you don't have to be a Rotarian to buy the Rotary, but I'm sure all of the Rotarians are already buying their donut at least once a week, making sure that we get those proceeds to the Rotary Foundation. So find your tribe. Are they coffee lovers? Are they pet lovers? Do you guys love, swimming, biking? Are you interested in the arts? Whatever it is, find that tribe and really hone in on that niche. And last but not least, how did that get in there? You want to make sure that you execute flawlessly. You want to be consistent and walk the talk. So you've already identified the ways that you want to impact. You've identified the tribe and the demographic that you want to reach out to. Then you find members' interests, people that are already in the organization and that have a specific program or project that they're working on, and you partner together. So this is a great example, and I stole this from your Facebook page, of Leah's Hopes and Dreams Bahamas Limited. And we see that we're walking the talk because we can see the Rotary emblem here. We can see the shirts. We're representing the organization, but as a brand, we walk the talk. We're not just saying that we support these organizations. We're showing up. We're donating the $500. We're participating on the day of. You have to be consistent in walking the talk. So when you think about your club's personal brand, your club's brand image and public image, you want to make sure that each one of your members is walking the talk. So that is my charge to you today. Think about the ways that you want to impact, give your brand focus, find your tribe, and then walk the talk. Remember, each one of you is the brand, and your little club can be the best club in the world if you've branded correctly. I'm going to open the floor now for questions. Are there any questions about branding? Pick Sheila, did I live up to your branding standards?
You did an awesome job, as usual.
Thank you so much. You are missed.
Missed? I'm here. I'm right here.
No, I'm not. I'm on sabbatical, so it's
Oh,
very good to
really?
hear your voice. Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to you too, and to see Derek on here as well.
So I see one question in the chat. Rotarian Nadia says, what are some branding challenges that you've encountered? So as an organization, some of the easy branding challenges that we've encountered is, number one, it's easy to get mixed up. Everyone says that you're all one big Rotary club. This is why you want a brand that distinguishes who you are and what you do. If you have a niche and you say that this is what our focus is, I know in the Rotary Club of Old Fort, one of our main focuses is STEM Saturdays. So we really focus on bringing STEM activities to children, and all of our initiatives are focused around that. So if you develop a focus for your club, it's very easy for you to say, yes, there are multiple clubs in Rotary, especially in the Bahamas, there are 8 or 9 clubs. So you can identify exactly which club you are. And these are the initiatives that we have, and you list your signature programs and activities. So that's one of the major challenges. The second thing is the brand identity guidelines are very easy to follow. They're easily accessible, but if you don't have someone that understands that lingo and that language, it makes it very hard for you to present on the same level. So if this is something that a club is struggling with, I highly recommend that you get someone that is knowledgeable of, basic graphic design. There are applications that you can use that can improve the level of branding in terms of the look and the feel of your brand, so that you can be on the level playing field of local clubs and international clubs, because you want to make sure that your content is not being overlooked. That's a major thing in this time. So maybe that's an area of interest for your membership. You find someone that's a branding professional. And I know I'm not talking this club because I've seen your work, it's great. So that's probably 2 of the most common challenges: separating yourself from the other clubs, and then making sure that your brand standards are up to par with local and international clubs. Great question.
Okay, I have a question, Rotarian Lashanta. An excellent job on your presentation.
Thank you.
And so I guess my question is, we talked about what is a brand and how do you drive home to your Rotarian members to represent the brand itself? Because obviously one bad Rotarian could spoil your whole club, right? And so how do you, based on your experience, one, promote the brand in a way that the members understand what you stand for?
Great question. Thank you so much for that, Rotarian Tamika. So I think it begins from the top down, but it also comes from the bottom up. So you want to make sure that everyone is involved in those steps in terms of identifying the ways to impact, giving the brand focus, finding the tribe, and walking the talk. So that may look a little different in every club, but you can do it by brainstorming and getting everybody's ideas on the ways to impact and areas that we want to focus on. You can assign or delegate those things to the board or the committees like public image, membership, and the president, club admin, making sure that the flyers are consistent, the agendas are consistent, communicating it on your weekly communications so that we focus on what our plan is, what our area of focus is. And then you can kind of get everyone involved in terms of being consistent and walking the talk, reminding people to wear their shirts, reminding people of the talking points of Rotary. So remember, we're going to, let me go back to the last slide, to Leah's hopes and dreams. If we were to talk to the press, if we were to talk to any members and people wanted to know more about Rotary, they kind of have that blurb in mind. So it's not difficult to guess, who we are, what we do. That spiel should be something that you're already prepared to do and talk about at all times. So at any given point in time, someone should be able to come to you and ask you, what is the Rotary Club of Nassau all about? That information we should be talking about every single week. We should remind people what the focus is, and every member should be equipped and prepared to do that. Just like giving out the Rotary t-shirt that we do every year. So if you have a shirt, you need to be able to defend the shirt. Simple enough?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you for your questions. Any more questions before we go? Before I go. All right, so my contact information is here if you want to learn more about branding and how it translates into your organization. I also do personal branding. Or if you have any questions, I've done the public image role a few times. I've done membership PR in our club. So I'd love to answer any questions. Feel free to shoot me an email or give me a call. But I want to say thank you so much, especially to Rotarian Nadia for reaching out, and to your entire club, and ARPIC Sheila, like I said. It was great to be with you today, and I truly enjoyed this presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we'd like to express our gratitude to you as well, Ms. Lashanta Smith, for a very beneficial and informative meeting. I'm sure that we all learned a better way on how we can market and brand either our business or our businesses in order to take it to the next level. So we truly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to share your knowledge with us, and we hope to have you visit us very soon again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, now we will have the four-way test. The four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all
concerned?
Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And will it be fun?
It is fun.
All right. And now we will have our Rotary toast. I have water again today. To Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Now we'll have our adjournment by President Michael.
Okay, President Michael, I think may have had to leave for a meeting. But thank you all again for sharing this time with us. I mean, great presentation. I was, taking notes. Love all the information. Because Lashanta, I'm actually going to be president next year. So all of this information and that you shared about, making it our club and, sharing our brand, definitely will be implementing and putting those in place for next year. We had a training session with PR Pick Sheila. So all of this ties in to make sure that we're good and ready for our next year as we go forward. But thank you all for coming. We appreciate your attendance today. I know Wayne has the parking lot all set up and ready to go. So if you'd like to, you can stay on and join us for the parking lot. Otherwise, thank you very much for your attention and attendance today.
Okay,
over to you now,
thanks so
Wayne.
much. Thanks so much, Madam Chantel. Yes, well, we have the parking lot as usual. The parking lot is all about, looking at ways of how we can interpret the speaker's comments and the presentation that was made. And we talk about that, and maybe there might be some ideas of how we can really go about solidifying the Rotary brand of Nassau Club. I think the presentation was excellent. It was an excellent presentation done by Rotarian Lashanta, and I believe that we can incorporate some of the things that she had mentioned. I like that brand focus. I like that brand focus that she spoke of, finding your audience, and the various platforms that we can connect with, and demographics that they've used there at Old Ford Bay, and helping them to choose the audience. So I don't know if anyone want to chime in on ways, maybe some ideas on what we can do here at NCA. I mean at RNC. So if anyone wishes to chime in, they can feel free. Let's chime in and let's talk about it.
I have a question, Rotarian Wayne, if I may.
Yes, of course.
So the question is really around which platforms to use. So Lashanta, I know that Rotary Club of Old Fort is very visible on certain platforms. Would you suggest certain platforms for an organization like Rotary based on how it is that you want to present your brand and your image? That's a question that I had.
Yes, I would definitely think about the type of members and partners that you're looking to attract, and lead with that. So just because all of the platforms exist, it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to worry yourself about being on all of them. I think LinkedIn is a staple, so that has to be. Facebook is probably for the millennial and baby boomers. Instagram is very visual. So if you have, I would use Instagram for videos, behind the scenes, live conversations. And then if you're trying to attract a younger demographic, and if you can manage it, TikTok is also a new initiative, but it's for a very young demographic, like extremely young and very tech savvy. So it really depends on what your goals are.
And then I had one follow-up question, actually. It was about when you, the image, the branding, your events, do you find that you get a lot of responses through your platforms just based on how you present yourself on these different mediums? Like when you have your events, when you post your flyers, when you post your meetings, do you find that you actually get a lot of responses from these different platforms because it is because of the way it's branded, because of the way it's presented?
Yes, so a strong brand will bring attention. One of the things that really helped us to grow our brand as well, especially when I was public image and my husband was before I was making sure that people shared from the actual homepage. So you create the flyers and you post them, but if everyone is sharing on their personal pages, it only gives people the brand recognition and you don't get the analytics involved. Right. So if you wanted to grow your pages, what you'd have them do is go back to the Rotary Club of Nassau page and share from there onto their personal pages, and that would boost the reach in terms of ability. So that's one of my recommendations.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
So Lashanta, returning Lashanta, thanks so much for that input, very, very useful and helpful. But when it comes to posting on the various platforms, it should have a purpose, right? An objective to achieve at the end of the day. What are some of the objectives Old Fort Bay uses when they post images or post anything for that matter on the various platforms?
Great question. So using our platforms, primarily we want to, again, increase brand recognition. So we want people to know about Old Fort and their initiatives. Secondary would be to recognize our members. So we like to do birthday shout outs. Those kinds of posts are popular on our page. Another reason that we use social media is to document things that have happened. So we're going to post a flyer and ask you to purchase a donut to come to this community service, but then we also want to follow up to say it happened and we had a great turnout. This was how we executed it. So we like to use it almost as a storybook to document and archive the information that happened. So those are the main priorities of our social media platforms. And then on all of the posts, we invite people to join in. We want people to know that it's not just for a certain crew of people. Anyone can join. Please join us here. This is where we'll be. And this is how to reach out and contact us.
In terms of increased membership, do you see the social media platforms is an avenue, or has it been an avenue to increase membership? You know, does someone just view a post and decide that they want to join XYZ club? Do you see that as a potential avenue for membership?
Definitely. We get, when I was public image chair, we would get weekly 2 or 3 persons that were interested and wanted to know how to become a Rotarian, how to come to the meetings, to the point where we had to have a standard response to let them know how the process is, when the next meeting is, identifying a sponsor, those kinds of things. So it is definitely a good avenue, especially for that millennial early baby boomer stage.
Okay, that's good. Good stuff. Good stuff. And I'm quite sure we have our membership chair on, and all the others from admin who are taking notes now. And you know, it's always good to hear different strategies, to be used. Anyone else have any other comments or questions for Lashanta? Well, Lashanta, look like you answered all the questions,
I'm not complaining there. You do have my contact information if you need to reach me. And Rotarian Nadia knows how to track me down for sure.
Beautiful, excellent job. And I see Nadia post again, excellent job. Yeah, let me commend you. It's excellent. And you know, I look at it, you know, even from a business standpoint of view, the branding that you spoke of, even it's good for individuals. You know, we need to focus our brand and then decide how we're going to find our tribe. So it's even good from, you know, that aspect of it as well, from individually. So you're considered a branding coach.
Yes,
Hello?
I'm a coach. I'm a coach, so I help people that want to DIY. I'm also a consultant.
Pardon me?
I'm a coach, so I help people that want to DIY it in their business for branding and marketing. But I'm also a consultant for people that don't have the time and just want it done for you. I do that as well.
Okay, good, excellent, good stuff. Nadia, that sounds good, Sound like that up your alley too,
And I learned from the best. Lashanta is definitely one of the best. Trust me.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that's good, beautiful, excellent. Any closing comments, Nadia or Chantel?
No, I'm just, you know, it's a great presentation, great timing. And I see our public image chair for next year. She's on as well, Jana. So I'm sure we got a lot of information, and we will keep your contact handy and close by. If not, we know how to reach you through Nadia. But yeah, but thank you so much for sharing the information with us today.
My pleasure.
Okay, good. So without any further ado, we'll call our parking lot closed. Thank
All
you
right.
all so much. Thank you all so much and enjoy your week. Have a blessed week. Be safe out there.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.